All right, it's mail time. This is the gun I've been working on recently. I just picked up some items from HK from their web store. First thing I'm going to start with is this TLR7. Of course, they have it overpriced on their website, but it's all right. Picked it up anyway. I figured I'd put a light on it. Why not? They have that promotion running right now where you get some credit. The good thing is on this one, pretty much with the promotional credit, oops, almost broke that, is that it didn't come out to the amount that they have listed on their website. So this is a TLR7. I got this mainly because it said HK on it. I don't have to laser engrave anything. I'm not going to go through that hassle, but if it's already on there, why not? I did open it up a minute ago just to make sure everything was on there. It does have these little plates, different model guns. You'd have to use these pretty much, as you can see, pretty much slide it in between, and then of course attaches to your Picatinny rail. I haven't looked at it, so I don't know if this is going to be required. It's the notch that's going to wedge itself in between there. Once I get it fitted, I'm going to put it on here. And I'm not positive if I'll always keep the comp on there, because part of me wants to make this a carry gun. So I'd have the Glock 19, my M&P9, and then this HK as part of my rotation. But again, I'm not sure. I kind of don't like the idea of having to mess with that and be taking it on and off. So it might just be a range gun or just a home defense. I really right now have 1 to 2 pistols that I use for that. So that is one item. I'll be setting it up in a minute or two. The other items I got are pretty cool. Now I haven't pulled them out just yet. This is the first time I'm getting them out of the package. It did arrive in this large box. So let's start with these Camel bags. It's really just a basic black Camel bag. I'm sure you've seen these online. I'd probably buy them for like $10, $20 depending on how flimsy they are. You have some nice ones for closer to 40 to 50. Not something I regularly would use, but recently it's been 110, 105 daily here in Texas. So I figured, hey, why not? It was actually well above 100 when I saw this. So I could take this, just connect it, go walking or jogging at the park. I'm not sure how this goes for jogging. Walking, I could see it being fine. It's got a little bit of padding on here. I like that this material is thicker. I've seen some that they're just really flimsy. Not just flimsy, but also thin, where I could imagine pretty much anytime you put it in your car or anywhere else, it might get scratched and torn. Not really sure what this is for. Again, I'm just looking at these items for the first time. And that's the opening there for the bladder. Never had one of these before, so this will be my first one. I did pick up 2 of these just because I wanted to maximize the credits that were given. You had to purchase a subtotal of $200 or more. So you're getting the items for the cost of tax and shipping. And however many couple of dollars you went over, I made it just go over by a hair of the $200. This other one is the exact same thing. I'm going to go ahead and leave it in its plastic wrap since I'll only be using one at a time. Who knows, I might gift the other one. The other item I got, let me see if I can pull it up in here, was something practical. I'm not sure which is which. I have this bag and this package there. Let me see if I can grab a knife. I'm going to go ahead and use the knife that I won from DM Foss. This large, very handy knife. I actually used it to open up the box. It's so large. So let's see if I can open this up. Part of me wanted to get some expensive items. Like there were some nice knives, but I just didn't think that, without seeing the knife in person, it didn't look too impressive. And since they overprice things on their website, I'm like, I'm going to pay $150 worth of credit for a knife that's probably $40. So I decided to go with more practical things. This is the stand. Obviously you need to put the other piece on there, but it's a pistol stand. I honestly thought it was going to be just plastic. This has weight to it. This is metal. I don't have anything with a magnet to check it, but it definitely does feel like it's solid metal, which is great because no matter what pistol you put on there, it's going to go ahead and hold it up. Alright, so that looks like it's the other piece that just goes on there. And those are the two screws. So this will just sit like that. So this is awesome. I was about to buy one of these. Someone was selling some of these. They were 3D printed. They wanted $30 for these. These, even on their website, are $25. This is well worth it. Even if you don't like HK, you go ahead and just put something on there. You can put a coin. There you go. You're a SIG guy. Put a SIG coin. It matches up perfectly. I didn't even think about that, but look at that. Perfect fit. Or just any other coin that you might have laying around that fills that gap. And it's not the perfect size, but hey, you get the idea. So that is the other item that I purchased. So 2 Camel packs, 1 stand. I've really been wanting a stand. I just have. So this worked out. It's a lot better than what I was expecting. Again, I thought they were just cheap plastic. This is some sort of hard polymer, but this has a real nice shine to it. And again, it's got plenty of weights. So I'll set that up in a minute as well. Let's look at that final item on here. Yep. Well, I guess I tore through that bag, but it's all right. I'm going to toss the bag anyway. 2 20-round magazines. So I'm not sure, some of you who've seen the other videos, I did have to go ahead and get some 20-round magazines because this gun did not come with them. Took me a little while, a lot of internet searching, had to drive locally, find out that they had them. Should have bought them there, didn't know about it. But it turned into a bit of a, not hassle, but a bit of a search. So these, if you purchase them, for those who don't know, they're $60 each. So it's $120 worth of free magazines. I mean, you can't beat free. Free is my favorite price. It's the best value. They could have been cheap if they were free and they work at least once. So that's my little load up that I got here. My little load up. So I'm very happy. Today's been a good day. Like I said, I'll be setting this up in just a minute. I'm really liking that knife. It's easy to do a lot of little things with. I'm not even trying to promote HK. They're not the best for quite a few things, but hey, if they're at least quality products that run decent promotions from time to time. I know a lot of other manufacturers, they sell you junk. I mean, those might give you a shirt or something with their logo on it. That's okay, but I'm not, for example, like a ball cap person, so that's a lot of what they pretty much let you get. Cap, maybe a t-shirt, maybe a small little pistol bag, which is nice. It's better than nothing, but I mean, this is awesome. I mean, what other manufacturer gives you an actual Streamlight lights? I mean, none that I've ever heard of. Most promotions will give you a pistol bag and an extra magazine or so, something similar to that. So the fact that they did something different is always appreciated. I mean, let's be real, for the price we pay for these things, we're not even breaking even just yet. But that's it. Let me go ahead and set these things up, see how it looks. These are the little plates that come with the light, different little Picatinny rail sections for better fit on different guns. So I was looking at them, trying to see which one works best. It already comes with this one already pre-installed. It says Universal number 1, but when I was putting it up to the gun, although it does fit and it secures it, you can kind of see it's pretty thin compared to the overall length there. So I figured, although it'll work, let me just try to see which one of these fits a little better. So Universal 2 looks kind of thin as well. Not as thin, but still thin. Let's see. 1913, number 2. Definitely better. Not snug, but definitely better. So those two out, possibly this one. This one looks like it might be the girthier one. Yep, that one definitely fits in there. We'll check to see how this one works out. It looks like it might be sticking out a little bit at the bottom. Or maybe it's just me. I also have to make sure that it sits the same on the light. The light will be pressed all the way to the back. I mean, this won't display, but that's fine. So it will still sit all the way back on the gun. And this one is the 1913 number 1. Yeah, this one's also got a good little gap on there, so definitely not that one. 1913 3. I know I'm putting it on backwards, I'm just doing it for the sake of test fitting it. So it's okay, but not great. It's pretty snug, that might be it, I'm not 100%. So this is it. This is the little package that I have here. That's the stand in use. 2 20-round magazines, 2 Camel packs. So that's quite a few items. I'm happy with this. Again, these magazines alone, that's $120 value. So that's really, really awesome. And I really like the way the light looks on that. Looks like it's made for this specific model. I mean, obviously it isn't if it's many other models, but without the comp, that would sit flush. So that's a really nice setup. I'm really happy with everything that I got. I hope the water, the Camel packs don't leak and have any issues. I've never had any experience with any. So this will be the first one, but I'm looking forward to using them.